This next video is just a helpful video to show you how to winterize your backflow for your sprinkler system. Typically you'll see this backflow, it's either going to be on the right side or the left side of the home. And it's important, the purpose of it is just so the sprinkler water, irrigation water, does not go back into the main water system of the home. It's also important because it's exposed to the elements, so during those cold weather days that we get, you're going to want to winterize this, drain all the water out, because sitting water that's not moving, is just going to expand. When it freezes, it expands and it's going to break. It's going to break your bell here. So this video is just a helpful video to try and prevent that. It's not always 100% foolproof. You know, it does, during some of those cold days it will still break, but this is to try and make sure, give yourself the best chance possible to save a few dollars. So you'll typically see a similar setup to this. It'll have your main water supply coming up and then your line going into the house. There's typically two valves and then two spigots, two water outposts. And then you'll see a main shutoff in the ground. If you don't see your main shutoff in the ground, it's common that we see grass grow over it. If it's near a mulch pile, sometimes mulch goes over it. But we typically do put these in the ground. If you don't have a shutoff in the ground, there's some houses that'll have them here. And then even some of the older homes don't even have a shutoff at all. So this shutoff won't help you guys at all there. But the first thing you'll want to do if you do get this, you'll want to go into the ground and you'll want to turn that valve off. You turn that valve to the side position, that'll shut your main water line off in the ground. At that point you can put your cover back on, and then from there, typically what I like to do is turn these isolation valves to your main water line valve off so you get that T. That'll mean your water is going to stop right at that point. From there you'll need a flathead screwdriver. You'll put that on the side here. You'll see a little bit of water spew out there, and then sand here. You'll see some water empty out there. You may see some water dribble out the top too as well. That's perfectly fine. We just want to make sure we try and get that water out of there. Take about 30 seconds, a minute or so, but once we empty that out, we're in good shape there. From there, what I like to do is turn these just to the angled position. And purpose of this, just if there is any water still in that line, it still allows it just to travel down to the lowest spot. Try and get it down into the ground where it's still isolated a little bit. Common spots that you see it break is if you turn this completely sideways and there is water in that line, there is a little bit of water that'll sit right here, so you'll see a little bit of crack along the side, again on the side there, and then again that bell. If you don't winterize it at all, this cap blows completely off, and you'll have, as soon as the cold weather thaws, the freeze thaws, that water's just going to start emptying out, and then you'll see the water bill start going up a little bit. After that, once you get it winterized, you'll want to cover it with blankets, towels, get some of those insulated bags. Just try and keep that cold air off it as much as you can. But main thing you want to try and do is get that water out of there. All said and done, we're starting to get back to our warm weather, our springtime. You'll want to go back with your flathead screwdriver. Turn the screws back just half a turn. Half a turn. You'll be able to open these valves back up. You're opened up again. Pull your green cap again, and you can turn that valve just to the side position, just to turn that water on. Once that water goes on, you may even hear a flush of water go through. You may have some water spill out the top. If water starts funneling out the top or shooting out the side, that means the valve was compromised. Just shut it back off in the ground, and you can call an irrigation company, and or if you want to tackle it yourself. But at that point, there's no going back once it is broken. There's not a quick fix or repair. That's all. Thanks for watching.